Welcome back to Digger Detecting, guys. Welcome also to a bit of a cold, windy day out on the farm. But that's okay because we're back on Murray's property and we are attacking house site number 3. So we've been to number 1, first off there the other day with Andrew, and I'll throw it up top left corner if you've not seen it. We then went and visited house site number 2, and once again I'll throw it top left corner if you've not seen it. We've got 2 more house sites to attack, this one being number 3. So very, very excited to get here. And look, within the first 5 minutes of walking in, well, we're definitely on a house site, aren't we? There is the old Ooston lock, a Scushion lock I should say, but I like to call them Ooston locks because it sounds cooler. Anyway, look, we're going to do a bit of a humming around here. We have that first find coming out, the old Ooston lock, and it is coming on 1 o'clock. It's 12:53 on the watch there. So look, we've only probably got about an hour to hum around. Look, and walking in here for a couple of minutes, we went from the car there, we did a bit of a lap to the back fence, we walked around the pile of bricks, which I suspect is a little dairy or even maybe the house. Murray said it was never a big farm, but look, we've done a little bit of detecting so far, and that was the first best sounding signal. There's not too much else here, so it doesn't look to be a super trashy site. So we're going to do our best, an hour humming around, 6-inch coil, Equinox 900, let's see how we go. Well, there's our next nice signal. One thing I'd like to hit on here today too. Oh, there he is right there. What is that? Ah, part of the old butane gas burner. That's cool. Now, one thing I'd like to hit on here too today, which I have not seen at house site number 2 yet either. There's a heap of it at house site number 1 up the road. But house site number 2, non-existent bottles or rubbish dumping area that I've found just yet. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. But look, walking in here for 5 minutes, we have not done too much recon work, as you can imagine. Get in the pouch. It won't go past the pinpointer. Get in there. No wonder I've ripped my pouch so often. But look, I'd love to hit on the bottles here. One great idea I just had walking over here and looking at this is the old trees. Whenever you see these trees removed, look, there's a bit of glass right there. Whenever you see these trees removed, it's always a great idea to walk over, see if you can see skerricks of bottles or glass or anything like that, because it might just help indicate where the rubbish dump is. And I don't think it's here. Just because I've found those 2 bits, I don't think it's here. You would see a ton of it, an absolute ton. So look, we're going to have a bit of a hum around. Maybe they buried it. What's this big hole? That's got to be another tree that fell over, I'd say. And no remnants, or not much remnants of glass. Or maybe there is a little bit there. And rusty nails, seeing a bit more. The harder I look, the more I see. So look, we'll hum around here with the detector. We'll try and hear for those really trashy signals, which might indicate where they've been dumping. Otherwise, we're going to keep wandering around, doing a bit of recon work and see if we can't spot any glass laying on the surface, because that is the biggest giveaway. But as I said, tree falling over, walk over, and it's a great way to see what's in the ground, because the ground is all been exposed. That's a shotgun shell. The ground's all been exposed, all the work's been done there for you. So, bulbs, awesome. Great time of the year to spot the old house sites with all the bulbs popping up. So anyway, let's get back on the detector. More recon work required. We may not have time to do it all today. We'll just see how we go. That's our next target, and I don't think it's going to be anything good. However, time limited, we're just going to see what those short, sharp signals are going to be. And the most obvious stuff is what we're going to be chasing to dig out while we're here. As I always explain, you hunt these sites, you just go after the most obvious things. Sometimes can be the most rewarding, especially when starting out these house sites and trying to understand them. So I think that's a fob watch surround. That's a cool piece. Give my light tape out. I reckon it is silver fob watch surrounding plate. Awesome. He'll be copper, he'll just be silver plated. So very awesome. Not pure silver, that guy, but who knows, maybe that's yet to come. So what was I just saying? A silver is yet to come? Well, I stood back up, we got the fob watch surround cover from that hole there. I stood back up and I got another signal right in front of it, and I thought, bingo, we're going to get the internal guts of the old fob watch. Well, and I sort of thought, well, it's not going to be silver, is it, like I just stated? But look at that, look what just popped out from that very hole right beside us, out of that plug. We rolled the dirt over and bingo, we've got our silver, Basil. How cool is that? A little sixpence. Let's pull him from the dirt. He's been sitting in there 100 years. Let's see if he's got a nice crusty patina underneath. He does too. I love that silver impression that goes on the dirt after the silver coin hasn't been embedded there for so long. Really sorry about that wind too. It's wrapping around my shoulders, and I'm sure it's making it a struggle or hard to hear the camera. So I never like filming on windy days, but look, you can't always help it. So 1936 little sixpence, and I won't lie, 105. We've been here for all of 10 minutes, and I spent 3 of those minutes on the phone to Helena on her lunch break there. So wow, 1936 silver, baby, and that did not take too long at all. How awesome. Well, some will notice I just generally stand up from a target. I fill my hole in, and what I do is I go to walk on. But what you don't see a lot of the time is I fill my hole in, I step back, I recover that ground and walk on. And for that reason right there, we got another silver. Look at that. What you doing down there? Let's open that plug back up. We should not have even shut him. Let's get the shovel. Oh, we're just going very gently. There he goes, because I did stomp him down. We're going to have another silver coin. Oh, yes it is. How did I miss him? How did I get the sixpence before the shilling? The early coat of arms shilling. I can see George. Wow, wow. As I said, we're 10 minutes into this site. We started at like 12:54. We walked in here and shot the introduction clip, and I had not even turned the detector on prior to that. Oh dear, I'm excited. That's amazing. That is why we come out detecting on these sites. That is why we hunt these permissions. That is why we go to all the efforts just to cross the fence and get in here and start detecting for these big silvers, or anything in general, but especially the silver coins. Wow, that's brilliant. What year have we got? 1936. Well, that looks familiar, doesn't it? We just got a 1936 sixpence out of the same hole. Oh, what a cracker. What a cracker. I am loving it. This is my new favourite site. House site number 3 is a winner. Oh, awesome. We've got an hour. Well, about an hour. Not even. But look, we're going to try and make the best of it, the most of it, and see if we can't hit on a little bit more of that success. I best swing the coil back over there too before we wander off. Did someone say Penny? There she is. And look, we got a roo. There we go. I was expecting that to be a Commonwealth. I tell you what, this might be our next best coin site. 1947. Oh, he looks like he's been through a fire too. Look at that darkness. Which, well, that makes sense, because Murray did say there the other day that all these house sites that he has on his property, the reason why they are no longer is because a big fire went through here, didn't it? Burnt the town out and continued on out this way and burnt out a lot of the houses, a lot of the little 200-acre farms that were subdivided after World War I. So very, very interesting. The old burnt penny, and we got him. I was going to say, I heard something over there too. Let's keep the camera going. Let's get him out also. That could be another burnt penny. Who knows? Maybe another silver. I can't believe those 2 little silvers coming out straight away. That has made my morning, or made my afternoon. So there we go. Some more glass, and look at the meltiness of it. I was trying to think what to say. Have a look. I dare say. Oh yes, we got another one. This is coin site 101. That's a half com penny. So we've got a roo, now we've got a com. And look, they're not in great condition, but that's okay, we'll take them. And we've got 4 coins in, I don't know, because my watch is not working. Wake up. There it goes, 111. So about 15, let's say 20 minutes tops, just to be generous. 20 minutes, 2 silvers, 2 pennies. We're killing it. Let's keep going. Well, I tell ya, this next target is getting me super excited. And he's not down the hole, he's in the plug. If we roll the plug around, check that bad boy out. We had kids on this site, and not unless the farmer liked to play with some toy Matchbox cars in his downtime, in his spare time. Oh dear, when he wasn't carving down during calving season or harvest season, he liked to get out the back here and play farmer, I bet. Not really. It's got to be kids, which is really cool to see. So now, after finding this, we can expect to find matchbox cars, toy cap guns, marbles. I'm getting so excited, I don't even know what I'm saying. So yeah, look, we can find all that sort of stuff, kids stuff, and I love finding it. The old toy cap guns, Texas Ranger Juniors, marbles, and Lesney toy cars. They are all some of my favourite pieces to find. So there we go, the little farm trailer out on the farm. What a bloody ripper. Well, you know what I'm thinking now, don't you? After finding that little toy Lesney trailer, or I don't think he was actually a Lesney, he might have been a Dodge or a Macra or something. But look, the house site is sitting in front of us there. I thought it was behind us where there's some foundations, but more of it, the majority of it is over there. So that's where the house site's got to be. We just found the little toy trailer over the back there. And I'm sorry about that wind, but look at that. We've got another signal there, and another signal there. A big one there, actually. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking more toy cars. I'm thinking that we're in the backyard right now, because if the house is in front of us, well, it would make sense, wouldn't it? I'm going to pull out a heap of wonderful toy cars that the kids lost. This one not being one of them. So a bit of a brass chunky item for that one. Let's throw everything back in the hole. Just rubbish. No wonder he's sounding off a little bit funny. Now let's go after this next one, which I'm certain is going to be the farmer's toy car collection. He needed to be more careful with his toys, didn't he? Let's have a look. That wind's shocking too, because we got no tree coverage today. Bingo! I love it when they do that. It comes straight up with the shovel. We don't even need the 40. Look at that. Trash mixed in amongst the treasure. And that's why you've got to dig it all, dig all those high tones out, and then come back and concentrate on the lows. And with this site too producing so well, I tell you what, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. 1949 Roo coming straight out with the shovel. You can still see his impression, but let's make it go away. Let's put him back down the hole. We've got more targets to dig, and we're running out of time, aren't we? That might have been all she wrote for there. Another good target in front, but ideally we're just chasing the highs. So let's keep going through the bulbs, through the backyard, see if we can hit on any more toy cars. So there is our next target, and not too far away from what I thought was the original house foundations, because Murray said it was never a big farm up here up the road, mate. House site number 3 was just a tiny little, look, a little working farm, but not a big farm like the other two up the road. So look, this is the first foundations that I did see. Probably half of what that you're not seeing is still buried under the ground, and in my experience that is enough to see, you know, enough remnants left for a house site to have once been there. Every house site is different. Some you see a lot of foundations and what have you, and others you see very little. It's been buried, it's been taken away, repurposed, reused, or it's just been taken away and discarded. So not until I got up over there past the pine tree that I seen the proper foundations, which I will show you soon. Look, I now know where the house is. So what have we got? Where is he? He's disappeared. That's going for the shovel, I can tell. Let's have another swing over and see what we got. Was a signal there. He's in the plug, I think, right in the back. He is too. And there was another signal there too, I heard. Nope, I was dreaming. Alright, let's go after him. He's in the plug. For some reason the pinpointer's not hitting on him. Where'd he go? Come back here. Oh, it's going to be one of those tiny rivets, isn't it? Has to be. That's a tiny, tiny little target. Is that it? Wow. There we go. That's what we're hitting on. That tiny little bit of alloy scrap. That was our target, I think. Let's just double check. So we'll throw everything back in. pinpointer off. Get out of there, shovel. Let's have a bit of a look. Well, that was it. Super, super impressive. You've seen how small that target was. Look, 6-inch coil, Equinox 800, 600, or 600, 800, 700, 900. Killer combination. I know you're not covering as much ground at any one given moment, but I tell you what, it certainly does not miss anything. Well, another good reason why you should be chasing those high signals, we've got a chunk of brass there which rang up quite nice and loud and put us onto this next hole. However, the main reason why you should be digging those signals is to try and help understand the site. And look at that, beer bottle, more beer bottle. I think we're on the dump, and melted off scrap brass, which look, I'll be happy to take that home, because as many will know, we turn this scrap into cash and it pays off. So look, I think we've located the beer bottle or beer bottle pit, I should say, dumping point on day one. So very easy and very cool when you're digging out those high tones, high numbers, to be able to hit on the trash and the good stuff. Let's just have a bit more of a dig. Oh yes, definitely a lot of burning off going on here. Black dirt, ash, we've got rusty nails, we've got lots of glass. There's a rusty nail, or a bit of rusty wire. Very cool. So day one, we've hit silvers in the first hour. We've hit bottles, and we've hit an old toy car. We've got a couple of little buckles. Geez, we're having a great day, having a great afternoon. So we're not going to take all this glass with us because there's going to be a ton in the ground. I can't carry everything, but there we go. We may have snagged onto the bottle pit already. And if the house is up there in front of us, we've got the bulbs there where we presume was the backyard. Well, bingo, this is of course where they're going to be dumping the rubbish. And there would have been a tree line that existed and ran all the way up to the corner of that fence line originally. It would have been boxed in, like a little boxed in by trees, little square tree allotment around the house, I dare say, trying to keep that wind down, because even today, no tree coverage, and you can see how the wind just rips off those paddocks straight into the house site here. You've got to be bloody joking on this next target. I've dug a lot of coins in the past. I've even seen some sitting on the surface. However, this one I think might take the cake. We got a high 91, we removed the plug, we even turned the pinpointer on. We've got him back off again now. We're humming around in the hole though. Where is our target? Trying to work it out. Seems like everything's disappearing today. But look at that, we did not even need to dig for this target. Let me zoom in there for special effects. We did not even need to dig for this target. We've got a crack up florin, number 13, sitting on the surface. Oh my God. Look at that. You can even see his little impression where he's been sitting. Oh my God, that is just amazing, amazing. How has he landed on the surface, or how has he stayed on the surface? And there we go, we've got sixpence, shilling, halfpenny, penny. Well, we need a threepence because we've now got our florin number 13. So we need a threepence and we would have a full house. Look out. We're on a run today, aren't we? What a killer of a site. What a killer new coin site. That's what I'm going to call him, the new coin site. And look, he's a bit worse for wear, this florin, number 13. I told you it wouldn't take me long to get one, Darren and Michael. Number 13, Michael's on 12, and Darren's just put himself on to number 11. Well guys, you best get your act into gear. There's 13. I don't know what Luke's on either. So I think he might even be on 11 or 12. So there we go. I am taking the lead, finally, thankfully. 1917, crack up 1 florin 2 shillings. And as I said, sitting on the surface, and number 13 I found this year. How awesome. So that could not be, could it? Another florin sitting on the surface. It certainly sounds that way, doesn't it? We're making our way up onto the house too, so I can give you a bit of a look at the foundations in front of us, show you a bit of what's going on. There's not much left to look at. Oh, there he is. Push him down the dirt a bit. Don't think that's going to be a florin. However, I didn't think the last one was going to be either. I even thought I had to dig for it, and I was tricked. So this could be anything. I'm not even going to call it anymore. I have no idea. That's another bloody coin. I can see Australia. There we go. It's not a florin, but there we go. We've got our florin already. We can't be too greedy. These coins are just laying on the surface. It's like someone come here yesterday and threw them on the ground for me. 1943, midway through World War II, and he is in lovely condition. Look at that, 1943 Roo. Awesome. A couple of funny signals around this hole too, around this coin. So who knows, maybe there's another coin spill, like we had with the sixpence and the shilling there this morning. Pity we couldn't have 2 florins as a coin spill. There's another coin. There's another coin. There's another coin. And we've run out. Oh, there's another coin. So target number 1. Target number 2. Oop, kicking him a little bit far off there with the boot. Bit of a sketchy guy, that one. We'll just do the 3. So target number 3 right there. Now let's go after him. Pinpointer, shovel. Let's do it. Throw the pinpointer in the middle. A brand new 42. I haven't been ranting or raving too much about it just yet. I've been really just trying to judge it for myself. I must say, super impressive. Very impressed, and I love the red. The only thing I will say is, look, those speakers had no hope of not filling up with mud, especially where I hunt and what I do, you know. I'm pretty hard on my gear. So look, the speakers had no issue filling up with mud, but that is quite okay because it's an exceptional little unit. I don't generally use the beeping, I just use the vibrate. I can feel it in my hand when it hits down on the target. So look, absolutely exceptional. I'm absolutely loving it. The brand new Profine 40 pinpointer by Minelab. Some will just see too, I've added a little plastic cap on the end just to stop wearing out the tip. You must protect the end of your pinpointer. So look, those caps too, I will just say, everybody says, where do you get them from, mate? Where can I get myself one? Look, that's a bit tricky because look, you can get them from Bunnings, the old chair rubbers. However, they're a little bit big unless you put them on the grinder and grinding them down a bit or chop them off with the scissors. But look, these caps that I have on all my pinpointers, 5 pinpointers I have now, these caps that I have on them are basically from when I used to mechanic. So when I was mechanicking, this is like child's play. When I was mechanicking there, we would get motors in that I'd have to fit up, you know, replace a motor, changeover, what have you, gearbox, diff, whatever it be. And look, when the motor would rock up, all the lines were blocked off with these rubber caps, power steering line, trans line, everything was blocked off with those rubber caps. So I used to save them, put them in a little cardboard box, and my boss used to laugh at me. He called me a hoarder. You would bloody hoard anything if you could, he said. But 1932, 1 penny there, beautiful. But look, I used to hoard all those caps. Funnily enough, guess who used to come and borrow them off me all the time? My boss. That joke was on you then, wasn't it? So who was the hoarder then, hey? But look, I still got a heap of those caps from when I finished up mechanicking. We are running thin of them now because we keep using them on our pinpointers and everybody else's that I see and I give them to. So look, we are running a little bit low now, but look, go to your local GTS, your Lyle Eels, your Mitre 10, your Civic Home Hardware, even your Bunnings or Kmart. I'm certain you could pick up a little cap, plastic cap like that. And to be honest, I just put a bit of a dab of super glue and put him on. He'll never come off again. And it'll protect the end of that pinpointer, protect the tip, stop him from wearing through. Right, what do we got? We don't have a coin on this one, I don't think. I'm not confident. No. The collar, the brass collar of something. So target number 2, failure. Target number 1 was pretty good though, wasn't it? Nice sneaky coin. Let's see what target number 3 is. And then we're going to give you a quick look at the house site, and then we best look at starting to pack up and getting out of here. Let's see if we can get this last one out. Yes! Hey! We've got a coin site on our hands. because that's more coins than relics now in such a short space of time. And not every site is generally a coin site, but some are, like you see in the paddock there with Nibbles, where we pulled over 470 odd coins. We nearly made it to 500. But look, I don't think we're going to do that here somehow. That's about, look, half a dozen coins now in the past, where's my watch? Past hour. It's 2 o'clock now. So we started, let's say 5 minutes to 1. We've been going for an hour solid. And look, we've dug a lot of coins, so very, very nice to see. Anyway, let's empty off the pouch. We've probably got still another few digs left in us. And before we do though, I want to show you some of this house foundations we've got in front of us. So let's give you a look at this house site very quickly. I just walked over here before, and as you can see, a lot of bricks, a lot of rocks, a lot of bulbs, and also a lot of stinging needles too, which I just rubbed my hand up against near my watch there, and I'm itchy. So look out for the stinging needles. Anyway, this is definitely where the house was. It's probably where the chimney, or the remnants of the old chimney, and look, you can even see more back up here. So a lot of tin laying around, which is going to be challenging because the tin obviously blocks out all the other signals. So more foundations over here, some pretty red concrete, pretty pink. But look at this tin, and it's just sort of like laying big sheets of tin all over, which I've sort of noticed quite a bit. So look, we might even do a walk around and a clean up for Murray. I just don't know where to throw it all though. I'm not making, you know, taking one part and making a mess somewhere else. So don't want to go doing that. But look, if we can ask Murray if we may be able to clean it up, put it in a pile, because look, if there's coins under that and that's a big sheet of tin, we'll never hit on them. We'll never know. We'll never find them. They'll never be saved. I noticed the rabbits have been digging over here too. Check this out. Whoa. And another one. Whoa. Bloody rabbits. But walking over here before, I thought, oh, is that a tree root? It's not. It's a bit of tin. And so once again, the tin, you're not seeing a lot of it, but the tin is just laid flat on the ground, and for whatever reason, there's been a few mole mounds built up here, which I'm sure aren't natural. I'm certain they've been built up, look, by a cow or by a farmer or something. Someone's done them. I don't know. The rabbits haven't. So the rabbits just dig holes. They don't make mounds. Anyway, higgly-piggly, messy ground. A lot of Scotch thistles over the back here. Which, look, well, I don't really know what I'm walking on there. Probably rabbit holes. We can't see anything too much in under there. No sheets or tin, bricks, rocks or anything like that. So once these are all died off, come summertime, and the sheep get in here and eat a bit. They're not that fussy though, the sheep. They won't eat the stinging needles, they won't eat the Scotch thistles. But look, once a lot of this dies off, let's get out of here. Once a lot of this dies off, we can get in here and detect it, because at the moment you can't do anything with that piece of ground, and ideally that piece of ground I'm certain is going to be holding coins, because you're right out front of the old house site here. So house, front yard, well, sort of front yard right away around there, and where we found the farmer's toy trailer would I presume to be the backyard where they were dumping off all their rubbish, because that's what we can account for with all the bottles running along the fence line there. So very exciting, very cool. As I said, we probably just need, have a little bit of cleaning up to do in future. There is just stuff everywhere. Tin and wire and bricks and rocks. Bricks and rocks don't worry me. It's the tin and wire that I want to clean up for future. So very interesting. Oh, I've seen crickets. No snakes. Oh, no, frogs. How cool's that? You don't see frogs very often. Come here. Oh, I'm like a big kid, aren't I? Maybe they're little toads. Maybe I shouldn't touch them. Maybe I'll get warts on my fingers. No, I won't. I've got gloves. Maybe I'll get warts on my gloves. Come here. I just want to hold one. You're sort of burying yourself. You're okay. There he is. Ah, he's jumping at the camera. Scared the heck out of me. What's under this next sheet of tin? Nothing, because I can't move it. It's covered in dirt. All right, Mr. Froggies, we'll leave you alone. We'll stop annoying you, and we'll even put your dirt back on top of the tin, so it doesn't blow away. So since breaking there before, showing you the house, emptying off all the rubbish, we've been finding more coins. Wouldn't you believe it? So we've got another 2 signals there, cracker 2 signals. I'm thinking Oh, that sounds like glass. I'm thinking one to be on the surface, and this guy that we're digging now, well, he needs a bit of a dig for. That's what I'm thinking. I keep seeing these little witchetty grubs in the hole, and all I spot is the arse end of them, don't I? And I think to myself, marble, 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 get in there, rescue him. But it's not a marble, it's a witchetty grub's bum. Never mind, it's been happening all day. I'm going to see a marble soon. There's the coin there. What are we doing puddling around in the hole? We just keep lifting the coins out with every shovel. Amazing. And another one that's been through the fire. This certainly is a coin site. Just amazing. And what do we have over here? We had a high signal. 90 something it was. Maybe we got another coin there. I'm confused. Let's go after what we thought we were going after first before we seen that coin sitting on the surface. Hopefully it's another florin. What do we got? Okay, so hear that pinpointer there? Blanking out. Telling me we're under a rusty target there. What's going on? The pinpointer's not telling me enough information. Let's stand up. Shush! 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 Better. Let's stand up and let's have a listen. Oh, that's a coin. That is a coin! Let's have a look. Alright, we just need to dig that a little bit more for him. Sounds like a florin too, 91. Let's fingers crossed. Oh, we just need a threepence though, don't we? We don't really need a florin. Oh, what am I trying to do here? Get over there. I know what I'm trying to do, it's just not working. Let's have a look. Super exciting, super exciting. What do we got? That's a quartz stone. That's a coin. It's not a florin though. But look at that, another one. 58, rue. It's amazing. Coin, something, coin, coin, coin. Wow, a coin site for sure. Let's keep going. Let's hum around with the detector because we really are running short of time. And let's see, who knows, maybe we might snag another few coins. I'm pretty certain we will. We found the bank. Here's another coin. I'm certain of it. Let's have a look. Maybe we're right over the top of the bedroom and all the coins burnt out of the farmer's drawer and fell into the ground here. Because there be another one. And look at the, as I said, look at the patina. They've definitely been through a fire, 100%. Oh, I'm getting prickled too. I sat on the box sawn hedge just to get that target out. I was so excited. Oh, it's still getting me. Let's fill that hole in. Pretty certain. Just as I suspected. We're on the bank. We're detecting a bank. Let's just keep pulling the coins out and enjoying as we go. What is with everything being so noisy today? The wind, the detectors. That's okay. There's the next coin. Oh dear, who cares about the wind? Who cares about the noisy detectors? Wow, coin site 101, and I'm absolutely loving it. Let's keep going. Oh no, he didn't. Or yes, he did. What did we say we needed there before? Just a sneaky little threepence to make up a full house? Well, Buster, we've got our full house, and then some, because we got a lot of coins in the pouch. 1950, it didn't matter what it was, what design, what year, what comes staring back at me. I tell you what, that is our little threepence, and that is the guy that we needed to make up the full house for today. I could walk him over too just as easily and put him with the rest. However, that would be giving away just how much we've done just in the last hour or two. So I'm gonna keep it a secret. But we all know now we do have our full house. How exciting. Well, there he is. We've had a cracker of a day, but that be our last signal. Such a solid one too. He's not even breaking away from 85. And that is our last signal that we're digging today. because we really need to get out of here and we must go get the boys from school, because I never like making them wait. I always like being on time myself to everything I do in life, and I'd hate to make them have to wait around at school. Why are you so noisy? Go over there. Be quiet. You're like a noisy child. Sitting on the bit of tin over there, and I think the wind is sort of moving the machine around a little bit. It is too. And it's making the coil hum around over the target, just go over the top of a target. Noisy bugger. So finish this one off. We're going to get over, give you a look at how many coins we've got, because we've done very well. Where is our target? We've lost him. Let's have a look with the pinpointer, with the detector I should say, because I really don't know what's going on there. Come back here, noisy child. Okay, we've brought him up and he should be laying there. Why didn't the pinpointer hit on that? I don't know. Maybe I just was going a bit too quick. So there we go, our last coin for this site, for the coin site, the new coin site, and we've got all the rest of them sitting off to the left hand side that we emptied off at about lunchtime or a bit after. And listen, we've got more again. So quite the coin site, this one, and one that we'll be getting back to with Andrew in future, especially now we've snagged the florin and the shilling. We best not let Andrew get those, but who knows, there could be a lot more here to go, and I'm certain with what we've pulled out of here today, I'm pretty certain there will be. So anyway, let's get over, do a conclusion, and then time to pack up, get out of here. Well, sadly, that is about a wrap up for us today there, guys. We have had a cracker of an afternoon though. I tell you what, I've had a lot of fun, really a lot of fun. I've got a big smile on my face, and we've got some great coins coming out. And look, as I mentioned at house site number 2 last week, where we touched on the mental health and metal detecting, honestly, the finds are just a bonus. You know, coming out here and just digging a bit of rubbish, exploring this old site, I wouldn't have even had to hit on a coin. I would have enjoyed my time. So look, the coins are a bonus, and quite the bonus, because as I said, we have a full house. A full house, Buster. How awesome is that? So a bit of rubbish up the back there for round 1, as you've seen, including the toy trailer from the farmer, a couple of little burners, which are really, really great pieces, pieces that we can add into the display frame for Murray in future, and all the coins coming out for the first round. Remember, we were here for about, an hour for the first round, and the last round has been done in about half an hour, which is what we'll show you in a second. The shilling and the florin would have to be my favourite, being that they're silver and they're shiny and I love them, and not to mention the 1936 sixpence at the back. We've got the Ooston lock and a few pennies. All in all, a great day, a great afternoon. A few bottle tops and a little drinking cup, and the old Iodex lid for round 2. And moving down, this is what we did. So a bit of rubbish, the Iodex lid and a few bottle tops, alloy drinking cup, and this is all the coins we got. So we really, really did kill it on the coins on round 2, didn't we? But then again, we did quite well for round 1. So all in all, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 24 copper pennies. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 silver coins, a couple of little Ooston locks, a buckle, a little toy trailer, and something that I did not show, but it sneakily popped out at the end. And look, a lot of people know I'm from Colac. A lot of people watched the weekend Prospector where we went hunting around Colac, and I explained and gave away, yes, that's where I'm from. However, a lot of my locations, as many will know, I travel all over Victoria for. Well, we're not far from, we're not far from a big city today, a big city, and Colac's not it. Colac's a little city, but look what popped out. Colac cow tag, 808. These guys travelled miles. This cow must have been put on the train and sent a couple of 100 k's away, and then only to lose his tag at this site, or have it clipped off by the farmer. Colac 808, registration number. What a great piece. He didn't look like he was hanging for too long either, because these were hung with wire around the cow's neck, and look at that, not too much wear where he's been swinging back and forth. So Colac cow tag, heap of pennies, few silvers. We've got a full house. We've had a killer day, and I really, really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, be sure to hit that like, comment and subscribe button. every comment, every like, as I've explained in the past, it all does help. And even if you just drop a like and then drop a comment saying good work Luke, or you know, thumbs up buddy, or even tell us that you want to join us on a hunt one day, because I'm all for it. I try and get around to everybody, I try and give everybody a go. But look, if you want to join me on a hunt for one day, I'm all for it. We can go out detecting together. So look at that, the toy trailer has got quite the load on, hasn't he? What a bloody ripper. And still more coins on the board. Anyway, we're packing up, we're getting out of here, we're going to get the boys, and once again, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe, and I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you next time. Cheers.